Pip, cheerio! Hold on, I'm really busy. So today I'm going to tell you guys about my first day alone in London, which was the second day I was in London, because the first day I was in London I was with my boyfriend at the time, Howard, and he like showed me the ropes. The ropes. Why do you guys listen to these stupid jokes? Back to the story. The second day I was in London, I was really jet lagged, keep in mind. I woke up at like 5 in the morning, and the first thing I thought to do was to go take pictures of everything, which I did, and I was freezing cold, by the way. And I was taking pictures of beautiful London things, and then this like guy approaches me, and he looks a little bit like in his maybe early 20s, and he's brown bagging a beer at 5 in the morning. Is that not weird to anyone? And he approaches me and he's like, I'm gonna butcher the accent, I'm sorry. Did you know that you're beautiful? And I was like, yes. And then he continued to tell me that he went to Oxford and that he is on Facebook. Then he asked me to take his picture, and I did. I still have it. Like a gentleman, he walked me to the nearest Starbucks because I did not know where it was. So then, here's the good part. I'm in Starbucks and there's a really long line. Finally gets to me and I'm like, can I have a tall, bold, and an oatmeal? And the lady was like, coffee? I was like, yeah, and an oatmeal. And she was like, and then finally after this like weird exchange, this lady behind me was like, she wants porridge. So then, after my Starbucks issue, I decide to take the tube. Bad idea. Strangers on the tube don't like when you ask their name and offer to shake their hand. Guilty. So I'm on the tube, and then I got on a train, and I'm on my way to Portobello Market, by the way. Where do I end up? At the BBC Studios. But I thought that if I kept walking around, I would find Portobello Market. And then I ended up in some weird neighborhood, and I asked a guy, I was like, hey guy, do you know where Portobello Market is from here? This old man starts laughing at me instead of giving me directions. So then I just keep walking, and I finally find a bus stop. Bus comes, it's the wrong bus. Get on the other side of the street, the right bus comes. Then I'm walking under the bus, and this group of like red-headed guys tries to sneak in, and then the bus driver starts yelling at them, and then they start yelling back, and I'm really overwhelmed. And then their conversation ended with the guys walking out yelling, wanka, but really loud. So finally, after all of that, I end up like on Oxford Street. I don't know how, but I end up there, and I decide that I was so overwhelmed with everything that I would go get a drink. Where did I get a drink? I got a drink at the Candy Bar. It's legal for me to drink in the UK and not in the US. Of course, I got every single drink on like the specials menu thing, and hit on all of the bartenders, and hit on all of the bartenders, hit on all of the bartenders, and then I left a 40-pound tip. 40 pounds. Then I realized later that tipping is not the same over there as it is in America, and you would never tip that much in America anyway. Guys, I was really drunk. Okay, I was really drunk. But on the plus side, I managed to get one of their numbers. So as I'm leaving, I'm so stoked that I literally sprint to the nearest Vodafone place, and I top up like 20 pounds, and I call her, and she's still working. Oh, that was embarrassing. So then what do I do next? I am so confused that I go to Soho Square and I start rolling around on the grass because I was cold. And then it started raining. So then finally, after a hard day of work, I call Howard and I tell him that I had a jolly old day a part of Hello Market, and please come pick me up, please. Don't take me to London. Don't hang out with me in London. This is what happens.